forsake me. Pick me up, please don't break me. The leaves, they blow like ashes, and our lives, they burn like flashes. I may never flow and mystify, I won't glow like a burnt on tennis sky, but that we try. I stubbed my toe on a sandy beach. Come on, thump, thump. I see things out of reach. Sometimes I crawl and cram. Always will be where I am. Yeah. Come on. And I move slow through a cherry rhubarb pie. And I won't glow like a burnt Montana sky, but I will try. I'm gonna build it up on sacred ground. Here I go, hey, here I go, yeah. Gonna build it up on sacred ground. Here I go, here I go. Sometimes when I turn the station, it leads to my elation. Sometimes when I stay put, yeah, but things turn out just as good. And I may never flow, nope, I may never grow to catch your eye. I won't glow like a pert Montana sky, but I'll try. I will try. I will try. I will try. Okay. All right. Look, I've been wearing this hat for the last 48 hours straight. I have not showered. This is the hat made somewhere in sometime in the 70s. Shallowbrook Farm. It's actually this family's farm. They had a farm in Bradford, Illinois. Shallowbrook Farm. And this was Allie's father, my father-in-law, gave me this hat, entrusted me with this sweet little baby. It's my favorite hat. I've been wearing it for 48 hours, but I can't, it covers up. I'm here. See, that's no good. You can't, I feel like no masks. I'm in Brunswick, Nebraska, population, I don't know, mid-60s maybe. It's tiny. It's a tiny town. And man, this is the kind of country where, sections of property are laid out in square quadrants for farming, right? You look over there and there's a square. Out here, right beyond this fence, along here, is a square. We're in a little section of a square where there's a log cabin where Allie's family, my family, Willa's family gathers every Thanksgiving. Couple things. Let's take care of a couple pieces of business. Number one, happy Thanksgiving. It is I love this week. I love this week not because of Thanksgiving. To me, Thanksgiving is great. It's wonderful. It's great to hang out with family. It's a catalyst to me. It is a catalyst. It is a catalyst to me. Oh, I see my first request. I will do it. It is a catalyst to think about my life every year. To think about family, to think about the people I love, to think about the things that I'm grateful for. It is a catalyst. And man, to completely remove yourself from everything that is normal. Head out to a tiny, tiny little town in the middle of the country. I mean, that is good chemistry right there to spark a catalyst. To speak in terms my science sister would understand. I love it. I love being out here, and I love that I found a little corner where there's enough connectivity that I can hang with you. I try, and this is the other order of business. It is really important that I say. Graphics Dan made us a badass Thanksgiving logo that I tried so hard for so long to get my computer to work so that I could put his graphic up on a proper screen for y'all. But in the end, the Wi-Fi was not cooperating with me so much. So I had to just take the old phone out on a tripod and find a spot where I had enough cell service that I could gather with you guys. So Dan, I'm sorry. I will tell you this, y'all. On Saturday night, I will be in Champaign, Illinois, over at my sister's place, about 10 hours east of here on our way back to Boston. And on Saturday night, we will gather, we will do our weekend gathering, and hopefully I will be able to have proper internet, and we'll do it right. Not only that, but my mom will be there as well. So maybe she and I will be able to sing a couple songs together. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Woo! So anyways, it's good to be here with you. The first request I saw was a song called Letter, and it is a good week to sing that song. By the way, a lot of things had to pan out for this to work. Because, oh, hi, Silo. Hi. You trying to be a TV star? Is that what you're trying to do? Come here. This is Silo. Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. Silo, what Silo lacks in hunting prowess, he makes up for in lovability. Nightmare before the sunrise, a cold beer at the end of the day. Late night hang with a friend of mine and on the things that don't need saying. Simple song, sing along, my belongings on my back. Feeling alright when I turn out the light and I get an amen for that. You're the sweetest thing that I ever did see. Prettiest star on a movie screen, like a brand new comb in the sunshine gleaming. You are perfect like a bacon frying, with the sun coming up over my campfire. You told me so, I'd have called you a lie. Yes, I should have known better. I need another amen to finish this letter. Can I get an amen for my family, for the moon and the stars above, for the rock rock and roll station on the radio, playing all the old songs I love. The road I chose, and no one goes, brought me across your path. For the miles we'll drive, for being alive. Can I get an amen for that? Woo! You're the sweetest thing that I ever did see. Like the prettiest star on the movie screen, like a brand new comb in the sunshine gleaming. You are perfect like bacon frying, with the sun coming up over my campfire. If you'd have told me so, I'd have called you a liar. No. And I love you like syrup running off my cakes. Gonna hold you close to the burns and the breaks. Gonna build our dreams from the love we make. In my heart forever. I need another amen to finish this letter. You see that? I done broke a string. Now this is about as bad a spot to break a string you could plan for, because A, we're kind of in the middle of our gathering. We're in the beginning of our gathering, actually. And I am nowhere near a string. So we're gonna have ourselves an adventure. Are you ready? Ooh, and I see lost and found. I will do that. I will do that. But first, we have had to pivot on some stuff these days, haven't we? It's always an adventure, ain't it? So, by the way, this is our, can you see the log cabin back there? That's the log cabin. There's like 8,000 people in that small little cabin. Pretty intense and amazing. Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. And this is really cool because there's not enough room for anyone, let alone everyone, let alone families. And so they actually, see that? I'll show you. Actually, it's really cool. They rented Allie and I a little RV. And a lot of the cousins, so you see that's the van right there. And that's Allie and our little trailer. And we're sleeping in there. And then there's a trailer and another trailer, because there are a lot of cousins making babies these days is what's going on out here. That is what is going on out here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to keep you here for a second, and I'm going to get a string. Okay, here we go. Coming in. Well, that was interesting. The strings that are supposed to be in my bag in a trailer are not in my bag in a trailer. That is the sound of the van. You see, I've just opened the side door, and you may notice on the side door of this van that there's, when I opened the van door, there's not a light that comes on. You see that little blue light at the top? This used to be a really bright light that shined down, but it would be shining right down on poor little Willa's face. Well, every time we filled up for gas and opened a car door, if she was sleeping, she would wake up. So I made it a blue light. Okay, hold on a second. Oh. Okay. This is great television, isn't it? It's great. It's great. It's great. It is a fuster cluck, Corey. You're exactly right. You know, sometimes these gatherings go really smoothly. Did you all get to see? The show in Burlington the other night? I had such a good time. We had like a small but powerful community at that show, and it was just so much fun to hang out. The people, I love Vermont. I love Vermont. I really do. It's a good place. It's a good place. Good people. I mean, there's actually, I'll be very honest. I've been all around this world. All around this world. Not all, but I've been around this world quite a bit. And there are good people everywhere. 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 And, but you know what? Everywhere has, each place has its own flavor. Right? Just like, you know, the water tastes a little different. The people have a flavor. They do, combined. I know, everybody's individuals. I get that. I get it. But when you put individuals together, when you put millions of individuals together, or thousands of individuals together, there becomes a flavor. It's inevitable. Doesn't mean that everybody is tainted by that flavor. It means that the aggregate itself has a flavor. I like the flavor of Vermont. They got a good flavor going there. Yeah. Yeah. There are less people out here to interact with aside from Allie's family, and so we do know, like, there are cousins that still hang and live here, and you know, you go into some of the little, you have to drive to get to any kind of town where there's like an actual store or anything like that, but we go in, everybody's super nice, it's cool. But to me, the flavor of this place, it comes from the land and the history. Allie's granny growing up here as a little girl in the middle of the Great Depression. Think about what that was like. Brutally hot summers. Brutally cold winters. Snow coming in the walls. They tell stories of Granny's horse, Silence. When she was a little girl, they had a horse. The horse was named Silence. And each morning, the girls would get on the horse, right? And they would ride the horse to school. And when they got to the one-room schoolhouse, they would get off the horse, and they would just leave the horse. And they wouldn't tie it up, and the horse would walk home. Yeah, true story. I mean, that's some real stuff. That's deep Nebraska right there. Silence died some years later, and they made they used Silence's skin to make a blanket that still hangs up on the wall inside that cabin. And later, many years later, Allie's granny and her grandfather bought, in addition to this log cabin, the one-room schoolhouse had laid abandoned for years, and they bought the schoolhouse, and up until this year, that's where I would sleep every year when we'd come to Nebraska. All the men would bunk in the schoolhouse, women would stay in the log cabin. I mean, you can't make that up. So actually, this is my first year getting to sleep with my wife at Thanksgiving. That's nice. It's actually the first time that we're here married, even though we've been together for a million years. All right, here we go. Recalls a time when he was not so tame. Won't eat the setting sun and know his name. And it's right. Convalescent mind. Bought an old guitar and a rusty van. Went up north for the work, the land. Yeah, he got high on a convalescent mind. Escaping, and they don't know why. They need escaping, yeah, in a Nebraska sky, yeah, 'cause it's a game of lost and found, yeah, lost and found. She took a full of bills out from the cookie jar. Went down to Vegas to play some cards, and she took a ride on a convalescent mind. She came back broke in her old blue car. For a little while though, she could have been a shooting star. Yeah, she got high on a convalescent mind. Escaping, don't know why. Need escaping, yeah. Summer sky, 'cause it's a game of lost and found, lost and found. Throw our little worlds around, yeah. Feel the sights, taste the sounds. Soon it will come crashing down. So we escape, we escape, we escape. We need escaping, yeah. We don't know why. Summer sky, 'cause it's a game of lost and found, lost and found, lost and found, lost and found. All right. Woo. You know what's amazing? Here's the amazing thing about you all. I mean, I broke a string, had to take you on a mission to get a new string, babbled for, ooh, Cinnamon, I see you. Babbled for 15 minutes about nothing. And there are just as many of you still hanging when the dust clears. As there was before I broke that string. I've been trying to talk more and more about what I feel like the art form is. 'Cause it's not just these gatherings. There's when we're on stage too. It's right? The art form is not presenting songs. It is not, the mission is not to dazzle you with musical prowess and songwriting. If that happens along the way, then that's great. The mission is to make art and take you with us while we do it, or while I do it, while I attempt to do it, while I sometimes fail attempting to do it. Right? There are things that happen with me and the bandies every single night that we play that have never happened before, that will never happen again. Sometimes they'll happen again. Sometimes they become a thing. Songs evolve over time because of those unforeseen, unplanned moments. We were at Higher Ground in Burlington 3 days ago, Sunday, whenever that was. And we were starting Steal Your Daughter, and Alex had this, like, he and Poche were like just beginning to like mess around together and play and kind of improvise, and I was tuning up my banjo to join them, and he was hitting these kicks, boom, 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 boom. Someone called it out, like, you know, oh, it's gonna be Steal Your Daughter. They knew it was coming. And another person joked and they called out, no, it's gonna be Iron Man, man. And that Black Sabbath song, for those of you that. And then on cue, Poche starts playing Iron Man on the bass. Down, 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 down. It was really, really fun. So, you know, that was one of my favorite moments of the night. It's one of the reasons I'm so excited about the gathering trip. Because when you're together for 3 days, right? When you're together for 3 days, 24/7, right? 24/3. When you're together for it's really 3.5 days. But there's so much music, there are so many moments, right? There's a lot of art being created. There are a lot of moments. And actually, it's not just about us musicians at that point. It's about us as a community creating art together, right? The 3 days, the 3.5 days is the art. Together, we create our own flavor, just like the great state of Vermont. We all have pictures of the moon that haunts our dreams. Paint our painting colors bright. Solitude lies down below, then love is in between. Let me find a space tonight. You can find me walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road. Till the dust is just about all I see. But it's cloud tonight. At this point, there's nothing much for us to do. Since you paint me and now I paint you. We all have visions now of who we're supposed to be. I paint in colors bright. Reality's a mess, love lies somewhere in between. Let me find that space tonight. So you can find me walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road. Till the dust is just about all I see. In this cloud of night, I dance around the fire, my tainted point of view. You paint me and I paint you. fantasies of living life in peace. But I paint and we paint in colors bright. Now war will set the times until we love so loud it screams, let us find space tonight. 'Cause you can find us walking this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all we see. Caught in this cloud tonight. Shades so bright, our leaders need to change their attitudes. You paint me and I paint you. Paint me and I'll paint you. You paint me and I'll paint you. Yeah. All right. Man, what perfect requests tonight to illustrate everything that I have been babbling about in between songs. Isn't it funny how that works out sometimes? Oh. Yeah. Whoa. I see the bot. Of course I see the bot. He has algorithms upon algorithms that have long since figured out my brain. I don't know how he does it. Also a damn good requester, I might add. Another appropriate one for this week. Tonight, Thanksgiving. Loving on each other. God, come on out. Just enough time to spend. Yeah, touchdown. We have made many rhymes, my friend. Yeah, touchdown. Rising spirals running blind, chasing rainbows takes its toll across the line. Put me back on solid ground. It feels so good to touch down. We are all here tonight, right now. Touchdown. We have turned out all right somehow. Yeah, touchdown. All their beauty's lost its charm. there long, I no doubt come to harm. But I knew you'd turn me right around. And it feels so good to touch down. Anytime you find me, anywhere I may hide. 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 When it's time to touch down. Okay. I see you, Lee. Happy to play that. You guys are dialed in Nebraska tonight, aren't you? Lee wanted to hear the corn song. All right. I'm gonna play the corn song, and then and it might end up, I finish up a little bit earlier than usual, but you know what? I'm gonna get inside. I'm gonna spend some time with my family. We didn't get to come here last year for obvious reasons. I made a very difficult decision. A very, very difficult decision. I made a decision in my life, and you know what? And sometimes we just have to make really difficult decisions, right? Like, it's not, things ain't simple sometimes. But when I knew that Allie and I were gonna be teammates for life, I knew how much being here in Nebraska each year with her extended family meant to her. And I made the decision, and it was a decision through which I sacrificed my own family, that every Thanksgiving I would come here. I haven't spent a Thanksgiving back in Boston. I mean, I grew up, you know, every Thanksgiving going to see my hometown football game. Seeing old friends, but being with my family out there, my extended family. And you know what? I just said to myself, you know what? I'm very lucky because my family, most of my family's in the Northeast. And I can find ways to hang with them. Special ways to hang with them over the course of the year, every year. That's not as much the case when you're talking about a whole family converging just once a year in a place like this. I know they never say anything. They never say anything, but I know there's sadness. You know, my dad wishes he could hang with me on Thanksgiving every once in a while. I know my mom wishes that I'd be home with her on Thanksgiving sometimes. You want to hear something really cool? My ma, a couple years in a row, flew out to Omaha, Nebraska, and then drove to Brunswick and spent Thanksgiving with Allie's extended family. How cool is that? Cool on her part, cool on Allie's family's part. It's complicated though, isn't it? Running around is making me dizzy. I have to look away. You're talking too much, yeah. You're talking in circles, relax, we've got all day. And it looks like it's been a while, yeah, since you have eased your mind. So sit back, enjoy the fire. Who knows what we will find? And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be home. Will always be home, yeah. Well, I work hard, man, I work all day, and I hum to myself, yeah. And it helps to pass the time when there is no one else. And a long day passes slowly as sweat stays on my brow. But I know I will make it through as long as I make myself remember. Yeah, I sit and I look to the sky, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, yeah, you will always be home, and I will always be home, yeah, yeah. Inch by inch, the corn it will grow until it's cut down to the ground. And each spring this vicious cycle will again turn around. But I've learned something from this year's crops, and conspicuous wisdom. Because they'll refuse to go before leaving a sweet taste on my tongue, yeah. And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be home. And I sit and I look to the sky, and I see the corn getting higher. And no matter where the wind blows, yeah, I will always be home. You will always be home. We will always be home. Thanksgiving, y'all. I feel thankful for you. What a thing. What a catalyst we all get to experience every year. And I know there's politics. It's hard times. Families are complicated. The time of year is complicated. This time in history is complicated. Thanksgiving. A holiday just dedicated to being thankful for a little bit. That's a cool thing. Us humans can be, well, we have our moments, don't we? That was a good one. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May you turn when you're ready to carry you home. May you keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May you look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, only seas to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments they pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Come on, raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, none we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to round in good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Here's to the drink that we share. Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you soon. Saturday, to be exact.